Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aditya, and those of you who have already subscribed to my channel, you know I make informative videos about Denmark and a lot of other European countries. So today's topic is for nurses, how you can apply job as a nurse and work as a healthcare professional in Iceland. So I know a lot of you guys asked a lot of questions when I made a video about this previously, but this video is with the new rules and much more easier process that you would really like. That's why this video is specifically for you who work in the healthcare professional as a nurse, and I will also be making video about for the doctors in the near future. So stay tuned for that. And without wasting any time, let's get started. So in front of me, there's a website called Landspitali. It's the Icelandic University Hospital, I think, and there's two different languages you can choose from. And if you go to English, yeah, it's called Landspitali, the National University Hospital of Iceland. So here you can get all the information about as an international what you have to do in order for you to apply for the job. But I know a lot of you had wrote to me last time and I couldn't answer because a lot of the things that I already explained in the video, but most of you guys didn't watch the video completely and then asked me questions, so I was not able to answer a lot of those questions. But a lot of you also had genuine questions who were actually started the process of applying, and that's really good, you guys doing that and asking, reaching out and asking for help, and I'm here to help. If there's anything, do let me know. But before we get into it, actually I would like to say a little disclaimer, because this is completely based on my own research and the knowledge I have in this profession. I'm not a doctor or a nurse or work as a healthcare professional, but I do a lot of research about this, and then that's why I give all the information that you need in order to apply for these kind of jobs and in professions. So if you are someone really considering a career here in Iceland as a nurse or a healthcare professional, do check out all the important links that I'm providing into the description below, because it's very important, because rules are something else today and they might change in 3, 4 to 5 months. Who knows? So it's very important you stay updated with the rules and of their conditions when you have to apply for the jobs. So do check them out twice before you move forward with this process. So let's get started. So like I said, this is the National University of Hospital of Iceland. Is probably located in Reykjavik. That's the capital of Iceland. So here you can see they have a section called available positions, international staff services and other stuff. And if you're someone from European country, they have some other things, but we are interested in this citizens from countries outside EE area, this European Union, which are the people are coming from outside European Union countries. So here, if you are a citizen from outside European Union, apply for residence permit first. But you can read the differences, resident permit and process. They also given the link to their immigration, so you can know all the necessary information. But in order for you to work as a nurse in Iceland, you need to obtain the license. And how do you do that? Because in the last video I said it was you have to first fill out the application form. There's a lot of not certain information, and a lot of you were confused, but they made a very easier process. You can apply now. You can apply from your own home country. You actually don't even have to learn Icelandic first. But I forgot to mention, there are two ways you can come to Iceland and work as a nurse. There is one student way, but it's more, you have to spend money and go for other things and courses and learn Icelandic first as a student. It's complicated, but it is doable. People who can afford to study Icelandic first and then work as a nurse, really great, because then you have more opportunities to work in different departments, which I will show you in a minute. So here they have contact information and contact information for HR. Anything you have questions regarding job related, you can contact them here on the email. So for international students, yeah, of course, if you are a student and want to study Icelandic medical student international committee, you can read more about that. But this video is specifically for nurses, not for students and applying full-time jobs. So let's get there. So here they have a link you can click, and then you will come to a page where there's a lot of job opportunities. See here, there's a whole list of available positions at the hospital. Oh my god. So this will be the difference. If you come to Iceland first and study Icelandic, you don't have to think twice about applying for different positions in different departments. But if you are international and applying for this, then there is, for in English, there is a, yeah, are you a registered nurse and want to work in Iceland? Then you have to apply for that. There's also one for clinical radiation oncology specialist doctor, but we'll take that in the next video, where specifically for doctors. So here you choose this link, and here is a job description. I say, it will it's valid until March 6th of March, but of course they keep on renewing and applying, putting new job positions. So here they explain a little bit about what it will be consist of the job. I think it says 32 to 36 working hours. That's really even less than what we work in here in Denmark. We work 37 hours, and here you have to only work 32 to 36 hours per week. So they help you with everything. Once you apply, see here, you can apply here. You can click on this link. I think I'm not logged in, that's why. Okay, here I'm logged in now. So you can apply here. Also you can choose English and Icelandic. Now it says new application. So once you click on that, you will open up applicants, and then you have to fill out all your data: school, employer, if you have any, references, competences, and all the other stuff. So yeah, do keep that in mind. But let's look at the position first, what it says. So your main task and responsibilities will include to provide nursing services, counseling, support patients and with their families, participation in disciplinary teamwork, active participation and in development and implementation of innovation in nursing, of course. Yeah, that's will be your main job responsibilities. And the qualifications that you need in order for you to work as a nurse here and apply for this job is license to practice as a registered nurse. So if you're a nurse who already have a license and working as a nurse, then you don't have to worry about that, because you already have a license, and that's one good news for you. But people who are in the last year of their education, maybe they're just finishing, and then they're wondering, okay, we don't have a license yet, but you can still start the process. You can make your application, CV, get your documentation ready, get your references. If you don't have references, of course you're not working, so you don't have a reference, but you can give reference to your professor or whoever you think might be relevant when you're studying in your university or something. So, and then the education that meets the requirements as defined. So they define the requirements according, they will probably, they'll have to know if your education matches the standard of education they provide in their own country. So that's why they have given a link here, and you click on that, and then you can read all the regulations about that. So there's probably, how many courses you studied, how many hours of clinical work was there, how many hours of practical works, and a lot of other things, what the courses will consist of, and other things. So you have to make a whole documentation of that, and it will be good. The next point is very interesting, because last time I made a video and a lot of you were confused about language, that you have to study the language first, or if you want to go IELTS or whatnot. Here said you have to be fluent in English. So if you have to apply for this job, I know it's in Iceland, and okay, you're wondering why English, but they will help you learn Icelandic afterwards. So for English, of course, you will have to provide some kind of a documentation that you are able to speak and have a good command over English language. So probably you'll have to go for IELTS, but I'm not 100% sure that you have to, because if you're coming from a country where the English is the first language, then you don't actually have to. But if you're coming from someone who is from a country where English is not the first language, then what do they do? I don't know. But I wrote them an email asking what should they provide, what kind of a documentation you need. Maybe most probably IELTS, that will be my best guess. So you should start preparing for that. It's not a big deal. IELTS, cracking IELTS, as long as you get 6, 4.5 bands, 5 bands, it should be okay, because that certifies that you are good at speaking or writing or understanding English language. So that's one thing. And the next point is very interesting, because you need willingness to learn Icelandic. You actually don't have to learn Icelandic or know Icelandic before you actually start the job. You need just have to be able to willing to learn Icelandic while you are going to be working in Iceland as a nurse. And then you need to have professional ambition and excellent communication skills. One point more is you will be they will help you with the English Icelandic language courses, and they will the courses, some of the hours will be included in your working hours, so you will be getting paid as a nurse and also to learn the language. So yeah, and also that on top of that 32 to 36 hours, that's a very good thing. And here they list the different things that they will help you. So as soon as you apply for this job and you get selected after your interview and stuff, they will help you from the beginning. For example, like assistance and guidance in applying for residence permit based on your work. Of course, in order for you to work as a get the residence permit, you'll need a lot of documentation. I think part of it will be filled out by them, and then yeah, it will be done. They will assist you with guidance in applying for Icelandic nursing license when you are there, and participation in professional development year at the hospital for foreign nurses, Icelandic language courses. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Partly during working hours. So you will be working and studying Icelandic as a part-time while working. So salary in accordance with the collective agreements between Icelandic Nurses Association and state. So actually, I don't know the whole amount, how much they get, but you can Google that. It's general public information. So you will get the standard salary which every nurse gets. But of course, not the high. There are like different levels of salaries in government when you work here in Denmark actually, but in Iceland I don't know how it is. But you'll get the standard amount, and if you have any questions, you can reach out to them. So applicants must include this kind. They have made a list, very nice of them to make whole list, and then you just have to make a list in according to their requirements. You know, for example, copies of your education, credentials, and nursing licenses. That's your degree and license. CV in English, including contact information for references. Okay, so introductory letter in English, so explaining yourself, about you and why you want to apply this job and stuff, just like an application, motivational letter. Employment certificates, previous employers from previous, if you have worked as a nurse a few years, so you can get those documentations also. Yeah. Support documents must be in PDF format. This is very important because when it goes to immigration and all this process, they are very, very thoughtful, very mindful of these things, because when they say PDF, it makes their job easier. So you don't want to upset those while they're processing your application. So just be careful, read these rules and points, and according to that, you make your documentation list and everything. Make them as a PDF. So yeah, all recruitment process at the Landsbitali adhere to institutions' quality, equality, and diversity policy. Yeah. So that is it, guys. That's one way is so much easier, because last time I made a video there where you have to fill out different kinds of forms and it was a little bit complicated, but this makes it so much easier for especially when you're sitting outside the European Union and you have to apply, you want to work as a nurse. And if you have any other questions, do reach out, because most of it I explained here, but I will try and help as much as I can. But if I can't, then there is the right information available, contact information available. You can reach out to them and hear more about it. Otherwise, leave a comment, like this video, and share with people who would think it's interesting for them. Or thank you for watching this video, and if you really liked it, please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more. Thank you for now. Bye bye.